Welcome back to the channel, guys. So this video is not going to be heavy edited, no cinematic shots. It's just going to be me sitting here talking to you about simple reasons of why your online business might be failing. This is going to be an educational video, like I said, nothing fancy. So if you clicked on this video, you probably have an online business and it might not be working in your favor right now. It might be in the failing stage. You might have some problems with scaling, you might have some problem with digital marketing and stuff like that. So in this video, I'm going to tell you a few things, a few majority of things that I feel that new businesses or like medium-sized business often ignore when they are running their online business, the mistakes that they do, and the solutions that you can get at the end of the video. So without further ado, let's get into my screen. So into the screen, you can see I've listed a few problems that causes your business to fail. So we'll go through these problems one by one. The first thing is going to be wrong market selection. Okay, maybe low TAM or maybe declining market. So what I mean by TAM is it means total addressable market or declining market. Second point is going to be trends are important, but problem solving concept never dies. So what I mean by that is I've seen new founders or new business people making this mistake very often. They see something is trending in the first 2 months, let's say they see it for month 1, month 2, and then they jump on in third month. So see, trends are important. You can make good money, especially with stuff that is trending, but thing is, trends often die. And if you want your business to be sustainable, you should be focusing on solving long-term problems that never die, problems that always exist. For example, hair fall, weight loss, something related to skincare, stuff like that. Anything around, that problem, insecurity, money, fear. If you're targeting some kind of insecurity for a person, that problem never goes away. Humans love to make more money. So if you're giving them a solution to make more money or maybe to save more money, right? This kind of things never die. This kind of things always stay. And then the first point, coming back to the first point when I said maybe low TAM, is what I mean by sometimes you can make a mistake of going super niche down. So if the total addressable market, that means the pool of audience that can buy your product is going to be too less, your business won't be able to scale because you need to solve a problem on a broader spectrum, right? So you can solve a small problem, but then do not expect it to scale to larger heights because not a lot of people have those kind of problems. So not necessarily that low TAM markets won't be a good option, but if you're watching this, you probably are not in the venture fund or family office and stuff like that, right? Those are actually very low TAM but very high ticket. Then coming on to the second part, relying only on static creatives. So if you are running an online business, I'm assuming that you're running some kind of digital marketing. It might be Meta ads, it might be Google ads, or maybe YouTube ads, whatever that is. So this is the mistake that I've seen a lot of people at the start of the business make, is that they only rely on static Canva creatives, right? Now these creatives are pretty easy to make, okay, but they are not easy to scale. Trust me, you might get some high ROAS on a very low spend at the start, and you might think, okay, my ads are giving me 4 to 5 ROAS, that's pretty good. But I think you'll relate to this. Whenever you try to increase your spend, those ads just crash completely because static creatives are not made to sustain such high spend. Like 99% of the creators are not made to sustain such high spends. You need to have a different kind of creative in your ad account, in your digital marketing strategy if you want to scale your business. If you solely rely on static Canva creatives, the easy ones, whatever that is, your business won't pick up. And assuming that, most of 99% of the people who are running an online business are going to do Meta ads, are going to do YouTube ads. I mean, that's how you make money quickly, without going the organic route. You can do the organic route, obviously, no doubt, it's a pretty good way, but 95% of the people would prefer the faster way, which is the performance marketing route. Then static creatives are good for retargeting, but they are not for scaling at all. Like I said, good for a low size of audience, not able to scale at all. Third one is going to be wasting money on wrong agencies at early stage. So anyone watching this, or maybe you might be at this stage, or maybe you already have been at this stage before, is that okay, once you realize, okay, static creatives are not going to scale my business, so you hop onto the first easiest thing, the new agencies, the agencies that come to you, tell that okay, they are digital marketing agencies and they will scale your business. Any agency who does not do content in today's day and age will not be able to scale your business at all. Any agency promising you to scale your business without providing content is just purely impossible. It's not possible at all, because in today's world, content is king, content is everything. If you want to scale on Meta ads, you have to have some good content. And if an agency comes in and tells you, hey, we'll handle the digital marketing for you, but you have to source the content, trust me, you are doing the 90% of the work. Agency is just doing 10% of the work and getting paid for the 90% of the work. So that's mistake number one. You fall to the false promises of these agencies. They tell you that they will scale your business, but if the main content required has to come from you, if that's not sorted, if that's not fixed, if that's not top tier, how do you expect the agencies to work out? And they won't guide you in the creative process, because that's how they work. This digital agencies cannot source good content. The only thing that they can do is probably connect you to some expensive creator or content agencies where they might have a cut, or this influencer agencies which cost probably upwards of 50,000-60,000. And trust me, those ads don't convert. Those ads are good for organic reach, those ads are good for awareness, but if you want content for purely running on Meta ads, a content which you can put money on to get money back, you need some different kind of content. Okay, now coming to the fourth mistake that you might be doing, or you might do in the future if you are anywhere in the previous stage as well, it's going to be getting bad content and not testing different personas. Now, talking about getting bad content, you try to get content on own, but you fail, right? Because let's be honest, what happens? You take too much time because you have to reach out to creators. Creators don't reply on time. They don't reply to your DMs. Even after they get your product, they probably take months or even weeks to deliver your content, right? And these kind of content are not made for performance needs. They don't convert. This often happens that you tell the creator you want something else and the creator comes up with something else. And now again, it's a back and forth. It's a delay. It's again 2-3 weeks delay. And then obviously, when you're running a business, time is money. So if you're getting delayed in every step of this process, your scaling will be harmed, okay? Your scaling will be altered. So you need something that, would give you content pretty fast, guaranteed content pretty fast, right? Now, coming to the last point, it is definitely not easy to manage creators in-house. You might be knowing this. You might hire an intern for creator manager. This creator manager will reach to probably like 10-20 different creators a day, and then maybe 1 or 2 might reply. Then again, a lot of delays in DMs and everything. So that takes a lot of time, and like I said, time costs money. Then again, coming to influence agencies are too expensive. Like I said, they charge upwards of 50,000-60,000, which for a business, especially if you're at the starting phase or if you're on the downward spiral, you wouldn't be spending, or you wouldn't like to spend that kind of money, right? Now, coming to the solution, right? So I used to run an online D2C brand called Sneeze. I still run it. So one of the major problems that I personally faced was all these 4 problems, right? I couldn't get good content. I couldn't get good agencies as well. And one of the main mistakes that I did was, like I said, in this point, I was not testing different personas. So what I mean by different persona is that you think that you know your customer, but trust me, you do not know that. As long as you're going to say that, okay, I know it all, you're going to fail. You need to understand that your customer will tell you what exactly the problem is that your product is solving for them and what kind of persona would exist. For example, I used to think for Sneeds, the only kind of persona would be someone who is into sneakers, someone who is college going, or someone who is, maybe just starting the starting phase of corporate life, who has also love for some sneakers. But then after, we did a little bit of survey, then we realized, okay, we have a different persona as well. We have some moms who have kids who want to keep their shoes clean and stuff like that. So now to test these kind of personas, you need to approach whole different kind of creator. That's a whole different kind of league. Let's say if you're running a health and wellness brand, right? So one approach would be going to a fitness influencer. Second approach would be going to a corporate employee kind of vibe. Third would be maybe a college student kind of vibe, someone who is studying out of his hometown and how he or she can keep her or his health on top of the line with this specific health product. So all these different kind of personas target different kind of TAM, which indeed gives you the scale that you can achieve from different personas, right? So now coming to the solution part, like I said, this is a problem which I face as well. So I made something for my own business, which I tested for a couple of months. And now finally we released it to the public. We wanted to see that if it can actually solve a problem for a business in India right now. So there comes Krivy, right? So how does Krivy help to scale brands? Like what exactly is Krivy, right? So first things first, the first one that I told you is going to be about the creator sourcing, right? So with Krivy, creator sourcing, forget about DMs, forget about messages, forget about the long delays, the calls, the ghosting, no replies. Everything about that vanishes at Krivy. So creator sourcing happens just at literally your fingertip. Finding the right creators is intensive, often delaying campaigns before they even begin, like I said. So with Krivy, we have onboarded over 200 plus creators. We are on the process to onboard 300 plus creators in every niche that you can imagine. Every persona, a mom, a dad, a corporate employee, a college student, a skincare influencer, whatever that comes to your mind, everything, every creator we have on Krivy. Then again, constantly following up for content delivery drains time and energy, like I said. So everything about that vanishes, right? We are not an agency, we are a software platform where we have trained our own creators who can actually make some good performance content. Now coming to the Krivy flow, how does the Krivy flow work? I'll get to that. Before that, I'll show you why this thing is required for any business, any online business in India right now. Now, all the things that I mentioned right now, the DMs, WhatsApp and everything, we combine that every little problem and found a solution for each of those problems. Everything happens under one dashboard. That's Krivy for you. So you can see the number of live gigs that you have, the completed gigs, the number of creators, what kind of creators have applied to your recent gig. So everything happens under one dashboard. It's just log in, forget about Instagram, forget about WhatsApp, everything happens into one dashboard. So that's pretty easy to manage as well. Second is, how does Krivy work, right? What's the Krivy flow? So first it's going to be, you just have to come to Krivy, you sign up your account and then you post a brief of your video. Okay, this is the kind of video that I want. This is the exact scene and exact voiceover that I want from my video. You post that brief. Second is going to be now a whole lot of creators, the kind of creator criteria that you choose from. Now coming to that part, this is how detailed the creator selection in Krivy is. It's literally mad, I'm telling you. If this is something that I had 2-3 years back, it would have been so much easier for me and so much faster for me to scale my business. Trust me, this is like literally a game changer for any online business in India right now. The amount of detailing that you can get on your creators is just mad. It's gender, age, language, ethnicity, hair color, hair length, hair texture, eye color, height range, body type. It just, you can see it's just massive. It's very precise and very detailed. The details matter because each and every creative targets different kind of person. So whatever kind of person is in that creative matters a lot, right? That's why we came up with such detailed creative selection. Let's say if you're running a hair dye brand and tomorrow if you want a girl who has curly hair, now do not have to go to some expensive agency or look up for creators on Instagram and then look up for some curly hair creators and talk to them, DM again the month-long process. Everything that vanishes here. You just come up here, you put up your gig details and you put up your creator details, what kind of creator do you want, and you post it live. What happens next is a pool of creators. The creators who fall under your criteria get notified. They come in, apply to your gig, and they have, after reading your entire gig details, only if they think that they can do your video, whatever your video might have. It might be, shooting in a car, shooting outside in a garden, by the beach, whatever that is. So if only think they can do the video, they apply it. So now you have 10, 15, 20, 30 different creators applied to your gig who already are okay with doing whatever you ask them for, right? So now you just have to choose the creators depending upon their past work. So it's like literally everything served on a gold plate for you. And now, you can just select what you want. Then again, this is the main thing about Krivy, is that we deliver content under 5 days. As soon as the product gets delivered to the doorstep of the creator, you are going to get the content in under 5 days, and that's a Krivy guarantee. So no more delays, no more following up on calls, no more DM, stuff like that. You will get your content under 5 days, and everything happens under one dashboard. Like I said, you just log on to krivy.com and everything will be there in one place. So any team member can access it. No looping around WhatsApp groups or DM, screenshots, nothing like that, right? And once if you like the video, you approve the video, and then you launch ads and scale your business to the moon again. Now, This is what I mean by, you get what you ask for. When you come in here, you can see we have different language options as well. That is English, Hindi, Malayalam, Marathi, Punjabi, Tamil, whatever language you need from all over India, you can get all those creators on Crivey. And the second thing is that you can go in very detail of exactly what kind of scene do you want. You can see the exact voiceover, the exact video description, the exact scene, everything to the point and very briefed up, so that there is zero miscommunication between you and the creator. There will always be something to circle back to. For example, let's say if a creator doesn't deliver according to what you had given, we can always circle back to what was the brief and if everything follows according to the brief or not. Then again, we provide raw footage as well, because trust me, lack of raw footage would literally kill your creative testing, and with zero room to iterate. You need your raw footage to shift here and there, make different kind of edits, and that's how you do creative testing. This thing that we made, Crivey solves a very big problem in terms of content, in terms of specifically for online businesses when it comes to problem solving, right? Then the last solution is going to be, which I think a lot of business miss, is the feedback loop, right? Feedback loop is so important when you're trying to scale a business. Now, what I mean by feedback loop is what worked, what didn't work. In both scenarios, you have to go back to the drawing board and see. Iterate on what worked. Whatever worked, iterate on that, create more variations, right? Whatever didn't work, take it back to the board and ask yourself and figure out why it didn't work. Right? Keep testing new waters, okay? Like I said, you think you know all about your buyer's persona, but you don't. Do not ever say that, okay, I know this is exactly the kind of customer that is for my brand. If you have that kind of attitude, you won't be able to scale. You need to keep on trying and testing new waters, right? Let's say if you're scaling to 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 lakhs a day, and then if you feel like, okay, I need to scale more, then the only way to scale more is going to be to actually go and target new personas, new avatars, new angles. Try to get a new kind of avatar, right? New kind of person, someone who is way different from your current person. Trust me, that's how you do the creative research, and then you find those kind of creators on Crivey. You get those kind of content, you get those kind of raw clips from those creators. That's how you need to test. Keep on testing new waters to scale, right? Now, make new ads on feedback of previous ads. Like I said, whatever's winning in the past, whatever angles are winning, make new ads. Iterate new ads, iterate new content, and that's how you'll have this endless winning loop. You're putting in new stuff. Let's say you're putting in 10 new stuff. 5 of them are working, 5 of them are not working. Now, the 5 which worked, you put it back in the feedback loop, and now the next time you put out 10 more that works, right? And whatever doesn't work, you put it again, iterated or a different kind of angle into the loop. So what happens here is this feedback loop keeps on getting better. So the churn rate, that is the error margin or the error rate, or you can say maybe the conversion margin, would always keep on increasing. For example, it might start with 10%, like for every 10 creatives or every 10 concepts, one concept might work. Then from 10%, your goal is to increase the conversion rate up to 60-70%. So out of 100 things that you do, 70 things are working in your favor. And so this becomes like a feedback loop that you need to have in your business, without a doubt. So that's the thing. Those are the steps that you need to take, and these are the 4 mistakes that you need to avoid. These are the 4 mistakes. You might be on any of these stages. If you're watching this video, you probably are in any one of the stages. And like I said, the solution, Crivey, might be the one thing for you. So if you're interested in that, you can just click on the link below. You can book a call with my team, or you can directly visit crivey.com as well. But I would suggest you to book a call with us. Let us get to know where do you stand, what exactly are your needs. Let us see if we can really help you or not, because we are not onboarding every brand right now, because we are pretty packed with a lot of clients right now. So if you are in any of the stages right now, we might be able to help you. If you're looking for some kind of help from us, what you can do is you can book a call from the description, or you can visit crivey.com as well. You can book a call with my team. We also have a Crivey Growth Plus plan where we onboard brands for completely free, right? We do not take any kind of retainer. We help you scale your brands, but obviously we have some criteria, depends upon your revenue and stuff like that. We help scale your brands from 10-15 lakhs to 30-45 lakhs purely with creatives. We handle everything for you, performance marketing, creatives, everything like that. So that's like a complete growth package. And the second thing is going to be where you already an established brand or something, you already have your in-house team for digital marketing, but you just need content sorted out. And that's where the true power of Crivey.com can help you with, a software, a platform where everything happens on just one click. I mean, it's honestly just mad. Really, I really wish someone had made this before me 2 years back. It would have been so much easier. So yeah, I think that's it for the video. If you have any more questions or any suggestions, you can put down in the comments, and you can also follow my Instagram, which will be also pinned in the description below. Ask your questions away. I'm always open on the DMs. Until then, take care, scale high. See you in the next one.